guys, welcome back to my channel and another video here. Today I have a swatch and review for you of the craziest package I've ever received from a nail polish company. This is the China Glaze Willy Wonka collection, and they sent like a literal functional briefcase. PR packages are crazy. So thank you, China Glaze, for sending this my way. Now, this is really cool because it pops open and you have just all this. Like, it's so big. I can't even really get it in frame. And there is like a secret compartment here that has like this chocolate scented note. Weird. And then this secret compartment over here has another one of these duos. We've got stickers, we've got minis, and then of course the 6-piece collection. So I saw, I believe it was on Atticus Loves Lacquer's Instagram. They were showing off the box, and I sent the reel to my friend Stacy, and I was like, Stacy, I want that so bad. And then the next day it showed up on my doorstep and I was like, I manifested it. So I was really excited to crack this open, and I just kind of carried the briefcase around my home and I was like, haha, this is cool. I'm just gonna hold up the minis for simplicity's sake. These are so cute, by the way. Like, they're so precious, itty bitty. Like, I'm gonna give these to my sister because I'm not a big minis person. She's got much smaller hands than me, so she'll like them. But one of many toxic traits is every time I see a nail polish mini, I'm like, I bet I could swallow that whole. I don't know why. I do not know why. It's not like I want to eat nail polish. I'm just like, I could swallow that. I just gotta stop putting stuff in my mouth. I don't know, but I think I could swallow one of these whole. What do you think? I haven't seen much about the new Wonka film. I also don't have cable, so I don't really get commercials. So I guess that's probably one reason. I should probably just look up the trailer and just watch it. Who's in it? Isn't it Timothée Chalamet? I literally don't know. I'm bad at watching movies. I really love the Gene Wilder movie. It's so chaotic. I love Gene Wilder. I was watching Young Frankenstein the other day. He's just, you know, he was just so funny in it, and just so like, oh my God, what, like, as an adult, watching it as a kid, it was really fun because you're like, wow, a whole factory, there's a room where everything's made out of candy. And as an adult, you're watching it and you're like, oh my God, that man is insane. And then the Johnny Depp version, I liked it. I mean, it was also very weird, but in a different way. So I don't know how they're gonna play this one because I just feel like nobody can do it like Gene Wilder did. But we're here to talk about nail polish, not Hillary's subpar film theories. So these are already available online. I saw them on the China Glaze site. The price points are typical of China Glaze, very good. I feel like, again, they are the best priced polishes in the drugstore. So you can get the nail decals here, which are $5 for the sheet. And actually, let's see how many you get for $5. So it looks like you only get one sheet, and it's like a lot of, I think they're all like weird candies and like kind of like whimsical stars and his hat. Just a lot of funky designs. They could read pretty abstract, but that is $5. There are 2 different duos that also come with the sticker pack, and I think it's like a slightly smaller sheet, but these are $15 a piece. They both have the same gold in it, but one has, my bottles don't have names on them. I'm gonna have to pull those up. One has the brown in it, and then the other has the glittery pinky purple in it. And then the individual bottles are $7.50 a piece, which is standard for China Glaze. So I really feel like their price point is perfect. Also, I don't know if you can hear that dog barking, but my upstairs neighbor's dog has been barking all day, like non-stop. At one point, I got so frustrated, I actually may have screamed. And then the dog stopped barking for 3 minutes, and then it started barking again. So I love that for me. Anyways, Let's get into the live swatches. I will have full hand swatches, and then we will talk more about my thoughts and feelings at the end. So let's start with the two creams in the collection. First is Secret Recipe, which quite honestly looks like melted milk chocolate in a bottle. It's honestly making me hungry because I'm trying not to eat milk chocolate because I'm not supposed to have milk, but it's so good. So I really found that these creams were typical China Glaze creams. If it looks like it got a little runny, it's because at this point I was still getting used to the length of my nails. I don't know how much paint goes on a short nail. I just don't. This is totally taffy. Even though it's called taffy, I'm like, bubblegum pink? Yes, no. I really like this one. I thought it was going to be difficult to work with because on that first coat, you can see a lot of my nail texture showing through. And part of that is just because that nail is so damaged. I definitely ripped a fake nail off of it and the glue pulled up a lot of my nail. We're not going to talk about it, but it does cover up nicely in two coats, as you can see here. Also, that cut on my pointer finger is from a rotary cutter when I was sewing. Oopsie. This is Noodle. This is one of the shimmers that I love so, so much. This is a beautiful teal, and I believe the shimmer in it is also teal, so it's like a little bit of teal on teal action. Again, you can see a little bit of that nail line at the tip, but then with that second coat, it fully opaque. It dries down, so it's not streaky. This is such a beautiful color. The next shimmer is Pure Imagination, which is a beautiful purple with gold shimmer running through it. And oh my God, my nail, look at that mess. I can't even say the name of this without the song just playing in my head. And it looks a little bit jelly sheer on that first coat. Again, I feel like being a little sheer on a first coat is not a crime in nail polish, although a lot of people like to act like it is. I think that if it's opaque in two coats, you're good. And this purple, oh my God. This one is called For the Dreamers. It is a glitter that is kind of like a pinky toned and like with a little bit of red in the base, it almost looks like. I read on the China Glaze website, this is based off of Wonka's coat, like that kind of color. This type of glitter, I find it isn't fully opaque in two coats just because of that jelly base. However, the amount of glitter packed into them does really obscure the nail line, so it really doesn't matter here. And then we have Wonka, which is, of course, the color of the golden ticket. It is like a metallic foil, just really a perfect color for this collection with the perfect finish. I am not usually a big foil wearer, but I will cut this one some slack considering like the golden ticket is kind of like the whole point, right? Again, you can see I'm using way too much polish because I'm a disaster, but here it is in two coats. I found that these were all very easy to work with. So what did you guys think of the Wonka collection? I will not lie to you. When I first saw this color story, I was kind of like, what? I really think it's the pink. It's called Totally Taffy, by the way. I found the names. I really think the pink threw me off. Because once I take that out, I'm like, okay, that looks a little bit more cohesive. But that pink, it really threw me for a loop. And so when I looked at it, I was like, what is that collection? Then I received it and I started painting it out and I was like, oh, okay. These are really, really fun colors. And I feel like these are going to be like a really good winter palette. You know, again, jewel tones in the fall and winter are kind of my vibe. And we have some jewelier tones in here, aside from that pink. The spring pink that's in there. I'm gonna harp on that. I don't know why. Like, it's a fine polish. It's a fine color. It even makes sense to me. I mean, I know they call it Totally Taffy, but I'm like, that's a bubblegum pink, and it's like the candy factory, well, I guess it's a chocolate factory. So do they really have bubblegum? Yeah, they had gum in the movie. But anyways, it's just a weird color. So we have the two creams, which I think color-wise, I guess they make sense because taffy or bubblegum. And then this one is a very like cartoony chocolate bar brown. So I feel like they make sense for the collection. So they're good. I mean, they're good quality creams. They work, but they are, for me, they're just not the stars of the show. I like them, but the other four are where it's at. If I had to choose a favorite, Pure Imagination wins. I mean, it's a purple. I love the name. I'm just like a sucker for everything about this. It's incredibly shimmery. It's my vibe. So instantly looking at it, and even after swatching it, I knew this was my favorite. But the other three specialty finishes really, really impressed me. This one called Noodle, it kind of matches my shirt. I guess my shirt in the darker spot. When I was starting to paint it, I was like, oh no, is this going to be streaky? But it instantly dried down, not streaky. And that's just like a concern with formulas like this, is just like, is it going to streak? Is it going to stay? But the streaks went away like almost instantaneously. So I was like, thank you. For the dreamers, sometimes these like jelly base with like packed full of glitter type polishes, they can look a little bit jellyish on the nail in a way that you can see the nail line. The glitters might be too sparse for the jelly, but this one is packed with glitter. 2 coats of this, you got nothing to worry about as far as nail line or anything like that. Very easy to work with, so no issues there. And then the gold, I am not a big gold polish wearer, but this one called Wonka, it dries down to this like foily finish, and it literally looks like a candy bar wrapper. I thought that was really perfect. And so it's like, I thought of this with this, you could do like a candy bar nail art. You guys do it, okay? One of you do it for me. Do it for me, and then show me, and I'll repost it on my Instagram stories so that I can be like, look at this, the nail art that I'm never gonna do. But these are like precious together. For some reason in my head, I was like, that looks like a candy bar. It might just be because I'm hungry and I really want candy, but I'm trying to eat less candy because I need to. And so now all I can think about is candy. So maybe this wasn't the ideal box to receive right now, but the names seem to fit. I like like Pure Imagination, banger of a song. The only name I don't get is Noodle. I'm assuming that maybe I just need to watch the trailer or something and then I'll get it. I don't know. Somebody can tell me. Somebody will tell me in the comments. You guys always do. You guys know if ever I have an issue with a polish, I do like to share that with you, whether it be an issue with formula or anything like that. I didn't find that I had any issues with these polishes. They performed really well, actually better than expected. I thought that pink cream Totally Taffy was gonna need 3 coats or was gonna be like a little bit patchy, just because colors like that light, I tend to have that experience with. Did not have a problem with it. 2 coats and you're done. The brown Secret Recipe, again, the same. It was 2 coats, and I mean, they're all 2 coats and done. But those were the 2 that I was like most concerned about, because for me, where China Glaze really shines is the fun finishes, and their creams are fine. I have a couple China Glaze creams that I really, really love, but when I'm reaching for a China Glaze, usually my preferred is a fun finish. So I just wanted to make it known that the creams work really well. But if I were to recommend any of them, it would be one or all of the fun finish polishes, the specialty finishes, because those are just so much more unique and fun and exciting. So let me know down below if you are going to pick any of these up. Let me know if you're interested in seeing the new Wonka movie as well. I'll probably go see it because I've seen the other 2, so I don't know. It's just like, I am bad at watching new movies. I watch the same movie. I watch Hotel Transylvania over and over and over again for some reason. That and like Singing in the Rain and Little Shop of Horrors. Those are like the only movies I've been watching lately. I'm just bad at watching movies. I can watch movies in the theater though. I can't pay attention when I'm at home because I'm like, I got 9 other things I should be doing. But in a theater, you can't really do anything else. You have to sit there quietly. So let me know if you're gonna go see this movie, if you're interested, if you got any fun trivia about it. I always love movie trivia. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.